Hello, and welcome to another episode of our Haven Caveblock Reborn Modpack playthrough. Hope today's going swell and well for you so far. As for me, well, you could say it's golden. Anyways, without further ado, let's dive into another episode. So yeah, without letting the cat out of the bag too much, we've got a lot of gold blocks, and we'll we'll get into that here in just a minute. I have done quite a little bit in between episodes, and also in some manners, not that much, you know. So we'll go through everything as per the usual, and yeah, I'm excited to get back into this mod pack. Took a little bit of a break just to go over to all the mods 10 and do a video that honestly I'd been working on the back end of that previous video for quite some time, so it did feel good to get that up and out. But yeah, back to this mod pack where we are slowly progressing through a very stony world. We finally made it to Powa. I had somebody ask me why I used immersive engineering power over here instead of using literally anything else. I just for the aesthetic, this whole room is kind of immersive engineering-y with like the mangrove kind of matching with the coke oven over here, or the blast furnace. Sorry, that's the coke oven. And then yeah, the gray. It just, I don't know, the whole room kind of feels immersive-y. So it was just sticking in line with that. And will anything else become of this room? I mean, who knows? Maybe. I like it. Obviously, I'm a person that doesn't do ceilings often. Yeah, it's just one of my things. I don't know why. I need to get better about doing ceilings. It's just I do all the way up to the ceiling, and I'm like, I'll deal with that later. I did it in here, just nowhere else, right? I can't really take credit for this. I didn't do this ceiling. I did this though. Anyways, enough of like which ceiling did Chance redesign. Let's get into what we're actually doing here. Okay, so we have jumped into Powa. For those of you that know me and know the mod packs I play, if it has Powa in it, I'm gonna use Powa. It's a really good mod in my opinion. I was gonna say well thought out and all this, but I mean it's legitimately just stacking power options, as you progress in the game and as you get more, you can get more. So like it just always makes sense to me. It's a good, easy, quick kind of route. We all know it, we all love it, and it makes it where you don't generally have to worry about power. Now, that being said, before we got into Powa, I did want to test out a new form of power, not Powa. And that comes from Create New Age. Now, one thing I'll say about this is I have no freaking idea how much power we're generating on this thing. I have the highest level of magnet, which yes, it took me a little bit to get to, but it's honestly not that big of a deal because it's just netherite and diamonds that's been charged. And so, I mean, really, you throw in a stack of diamonds over here and give it enough time, you're going to get your energized diamonds pretty much regardless. I have 2 magnets, right? So double the force. The carbon brushes say it's 10.8k Fe that it can hold, but that doesn't mean that that's how much it produces per tick. So yeah, I really don't know how much this thing produces. Maybe if we can get the energy meter, there's a mod out there that literally just tracks how much energy you're producing from, whatever source you hook it to. Maybe we'll get that and we'll hook it up to this bad boy and see if it's worth it. I mean, obviously it's completely free because we're not having to input any coal or any kind of burnable or renewable resource. It's just running off of water wheels, which we'll get to. So yeah, I don't know. I'd be very curious as to how much Fe this thing is producing. If anybody knows, if you know the math on it, then let me know, because these netherite magnets are supposed to be like 24 times, magnet force 24. So they're very, very efficient, long story short. And of course we have 2 of them, so I don't know what the math is, and I don't really care to figure it out. Anyways, back here, it's a bit of a mess, but some people are going to be like, oh, hey, Chance, you know, you could have just chain drived this over to there and yada, yada, yada. Like, yeah, I mean, definitely, certainly most people would have done this differently. But I didn't know I was going to pull this whole setup out of the front, like out of the side and everything. I wasn't expecting to do this whenever I first set it up. So it was just running straight into the generator coil. And then I was like, oh, well, you know what? We need the Energizer and yada, yada, yada. So then I made this janky setup to pull it forward. But you know what? It works. And so that's all that really matters. And I'm hiding it behind a golden door. So, you know, what's the big problem anyways? And then this is what's actually powering everything. So it's, I don't know, like 40 or 50 water wheels. There's a lot, okay? There are a lot of water wheels, and it works pretty much exactly how you'd want it to, expect it to, as far as just continuously ramping up the amount of stress and all that it can take. So yeah, a lot of water wheels, but it's getting the job done, so I don't really care. Knowing that I can place water just on the bottom makes this all super duper easy to set up. And you actually only need a 3x3 space to place these, so they can clip into the ceiling and nothing happens. Which is kind of cool, because it means I don't have to clear as much stuff out and yada, yada, yada. So yeah, basically that is one way that we're producing power, and this was the first initial way that I got into creating power. But once I had power, I was like, well, let's go ahead and power up power, because we know that's where we're going. That's sort of the end game. It always is for me, because it's mid-game, end-game, starter game, depending on how quickly you can get some resources. It's honestly just a good mod in my opinion. Anyways, that's the whole setup for powering stuff back there. You'll probably notice we do already have ender gates from power, because I went through this mod, every single mod pack for the past 2 or 3 of them. So, you know, if you need to know how it works, just go watch one of those videos, go watch a tutorial, yada, yada, yada. I know some people are like, hey, well, we come to watch this so we can learn how to use the mods. And I'm like, well, there's a lot of mod videos out there, you know? Not to try and dissuade you from watching content, just that maybe not every video, maybe not every mod pack playthrough has to be a tutorial, you know? Maybe it's not all about the viewers learning something. Sometimes it can just be about me, the player, enjoying what I'm playing, you know? Anywhoosers, let's take a look at Havenite. We did finally find some Havenite ore, and that was done all the way down here. And all the way down here. We're not going to go all the way to the end or anything. I don't need to show you the exact locations. Just the Y level I was on, which is Y14. And then, yeah, we just dug basically a whole crap ton. Well, you can't really see it on this map. This one, that's better. So here I am. We went forward, we went right, back, right, up, down, left, right. Everything you can imagine, and we managed to get however many pieces you saw there, 26. So not fantastic, but I did the math, and I think 26 will be more than enough for us to potentially make the thing we want to make. So, need to borrow this block right here. What? Oh, it probably went straight into my tank. Boop. It is a little confusing keeping up with so many different mod pack series at once. Of course, we only have 2 going right now, but since we just finished one and then we're working on one that we were working on previously, some things can get a little bit jumbled as far as where we are progressionally for each pack. But I do enjoy the fact that they are so very different that I'm able to keep them going. So another thing we did is add on another sifter down here, and now this one is set to gravel, dust, and sand, so we can basically grind everything up incredibly quickly. We added a few more plants down here, so we have the cacti now, and we have the dark oak log. Can't remember if we had sugarcane last time, but you know, it's just trying to fill more and more of this stuff up. We did all of that, so there's nothing new there. Did we do this last time? I'm not sure. Basically, so we got the igneous extruder, as y'all know. There it is, there in the ground. It's just pulling items up. It's pulling the netherrack up, going into the grinder, going into the sifter, and then all the results are coming in here. And this is how we have so much gold. Getting there with netherite and quite a bit of skystone. Nothing new here. Although I will say, if I could mute those guys, the mob grinder, whatever you want to call it, your mob farm, is really good for these mob eggs because it allows you to get a zombie spawn egg. I'm pretty sure there's an enderman spawn egg somewhere in here. Let's see. Ender. Can I not search? Can I not search this inventory like that? That's weird. Anyways, you can get enderman spawn eggs, and it just helps whenever you're going to do the Pala setup for the binding cards. And yeah, that's basically just how you keep stuff charged in your own inventory. So you see here, binding card dimensional. The way you use this or get this is by using a binding card on an enderman or an endermite. So having a spawn egg means you can just throw it down, smack it real quick, and you're good to go. Yes, we already have a player transmitter. What does this do? For those of you that are new, it essentially charges everything in my inventory. It could be stuff that's equipped to my body. But you'll notice my mining gadget has energy. If I were to use this mining gadget to, I don't know, we'll blast this out. You'll see that it doesn't actually lose energy, or it appears not to, but rather what is actually happening is it's losing the energy, and then we're being charged back up immediately. So, hip hip hooray for player transmitter. And all this stuff that you see, again, it's in the Power mod. And nothing about it is very complicated. There's tons of good tutorials online. If you get lost, if you get confused, just follow them. The aerial pearl, like clicking on stuff, huge help. If you don't know how to get it, just click on it. Use an aerial pearl on a zombie or a husk. Okay, here's the aerial pearl. It's really simple stuff. So I'm not going to go through all of it, but I will explain what it does. So that way, if you're just looking at it at a glance and you're like, well, I don't know how to use that mod, but I at least know, okay, this mod is what's giving him power, right? So this mod is what's giving me power. The ender cell, this is how we can transfer power wirelessly. So basically you take an ender cell, you take a battery, because this is what actually allows your ender cell to store, you know, power. Because generically, I don't believe they can actually store any power. They just have a power bank of 0. But you'll notice here that the starter battery can store up to 1 million FE. So what I did was make one starter battery. You shift click it in here. You don't actually have to like pick it up and shift click it, just from your inventory, shift click. And it'll insert it into the ender cell. Then you have different channels here, right? We're using channel 1, and that's what all my ender gates are set to. So then you have your ender gates over here, which have a max in and out of whatever, you know, associating with the level. And you get these by making an ender core, surrounding it with energy cables and obsidian. And you can get this by using your energizing orb. So, pretty simple stuff. We do have a lava farm over here. Basically just a ton of porcelain crucibles on top of a ton of uranium, all being fed from a ton of cobblestone, right? So we have an emerald cobblestone generator and another emerald cobblestone generator, just because I didn't know if we would ever need to upgrade it, and I figured it's better to have 2 than 1. And then, yeah, it's just producing lava like a motherfucker, right? It's coming out into the singularity tank. From there, it's going into an ender tank in case we need to teleport the lava around anywhere. And then also coming over into the magmators. Now, one thing I do want to say about this mod pack is if you take a look at the magmator power output, let's just take the very last one, for example. It can end up generating up to 40,000 FE per tick. Now, if we take a look at the thermo generator, at its max capacity, it can generate 2,000 FE per tick. So, the furnator is also 40,000 basically just don't make the thermo generator. It's bad. It's just bad, bad, bad. It has been nerfed comparatively, right? Because this one can make 40,000 at top tier. This one can make 2,000. It's like 20 times worse by just having a magmator or a furnator. Now, the difference is the thermo generator generates power just by having lava underneath it. You don't have to keep pumping lava in. You don't have to do anything. Just put lava underneath it. You're good to go. So that's why, in my opinion, I think that, you know, the power output got reduced because it's just too simple. It's just too easy and free. However, with the magmator, you will need a constant supply of new lava coming in because that's how it powers it. But if you take a look here, for 100 millibuckets, so for 1/10 of a bucket, you can get 10,000 FE. So for a full bucket of lava, you're getting what, 100,000 FE? That's pretty good, you know. That's pretty solid. As far as like being able to keep up with it and everything, because obviously we have 32 buckets here, so that's technically, what did I say? If it's be like 3.2 million, right? That's pretty decent. That's decent numbers. We're not ever going to use that much that quickly. And then, of course, I have quite a few of them laid out here. These are the hardened ones, so each one generates about 200 FE per tick. They can extract up to 800, but due to the fact that we're using pipes, max transfer rate is only 256. If I was to insert an upgrade in there, it would go up and up and up. But yeah, I've just not really needed more power than what we're currently producing. So that's it. That's it for the power setup. It's really cheap. It's really simple. It's really to the point. There are a couple notes that I would like to make on power though, because a couple things have changed that are different than normal. So yeah, one key note on power is the fact that some of the recipes have been changed. Namely, energized steel now requires steel. So you will have to get into immersive engineering in order to get into power, because you can't just use iron, right? So I kind of like when modpack authors do that. They don't limit every single recipe to being defined by another mod, but they're like, hey, if you really want to get into this mod, you're gonna have to go through at least a little bit of this one. It's just a good way of like getting your feet a little bit wet, you know what I mean? Without fully being like, and you're going under in 3, 2, 1, you know. So personal preference, and of course there is a manual for Pala, so if you still need questions, you can't find them on the internet, you didn't find it in this video, check in the manual. And yeah, that's pretty much it with that. So moving right along, we have these mechanical crafters over here, which are of course from Create. And yeah, I mean there's a whole setup back here. Like a whole setup. And basically I just have this because I know we're going to need Create mechanical crafters in the future. Matter of fact, we're going to need ones that are much, much larger than this, but this will have to do for now. And then, of course, back here we have the same old kind of setup with various machines, whatever, going forward, water wheels, yada, yada, yada. So, lots of fun, but it also means that we can throw whatever we need to in this in order to mechanically craft with Create. Namely, what I was looking at is, what is it, the motor? Is it a motor? Yeah, the electric motor. Y'all know I really love these. You just provide it with some power. You can crank it up as far as how fast it spins. And then you don't have to do all the silly water wheel stuff that I've been doing to get stuff to work. So that's really nice as well. And I think that's about it as far as in between episodes. The reason I say we made a lot of progress is because, I mean, we have power pretty much sorted out. Whenever I want to, in any given whim, we can go through and upgrade this, right? Because we're at hardened right now. The next tier is blazing, I believe. Pretty sure. Hardened, blazing, yeah. And of course, we already have some blazing. Blazing can get from blaze powder, and we have a ton of blaze powder that we've been gathering, amassing from sifting soul sand. So it's not very difficult given the amounts that we've sifted with soul sand. But it's really easy to get, right? Because you just take the sand, you go throw it in your little fire burner, and yeah, I mean, yeah, there you go. Just absolute ass tons of it. And we'll worry about sorting that out later. Now, for today, what I want to try and do is actually get this alchemy stone. I've kind of started on it already. We've got the alchemy dust put away in my inventory here. I also have some aether fuel. But what I really need is the red matter and the Havenite. That was another thing I was really missing. And of course, we found it now, so we can actually move forward with creating the alchemy stone. Now, there's also this fractured alchemy stone. So what's the difference? The fractured alchemy stone is like a one-time use. One-time use. And for those of you that are just now joining us, the alchemy stone is essentially the philosopher's stone from Project E. The exact same sort of situation, setup, dynamics, yada, 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 at least as far as what I've been able to see. So, I want to make the alchemy stone, which is unbreakable, infinite. It's, you know, the real deal kind of thing. That being said, we're going to have to make a lot of these fractured alchemy stones in order to get to the alchemy stone. So let's go at Haven. We have 26 of these bad boys already. We have... Oh, I guess I never put them in my inventory. I just crafted them and then threw them right back in. Oh, I really wish FTB and Applied Energistics and Refined Storage would all get together and be like, look, if you have an item anywhere within your cards, can we check for quest completion? Because too often I like craft the stuff and then just throw it back in immediately. And it's like, well, never going to see that again. And I'm never going to get the quest completed. Anyways, sorry, I'm going to craft down some of this gold just because I don't like having it backed all the way up. Because whenever it does back all the way up, then we can't get netherite anymore. And I really want to get more and more netherite. So, looking at the alchemy stone, Havenite, we need the ingots. So let's go ahead and get that stuff smelting up. Boop. And that's going to go through pretty quick there. Right on, right on. All right, and then what else do we need? So, we need the alchemy dust. I already have that. That's alchemy dust. Ha, I don't have... Aha, there's alchemy dust. Let's take these aether fuels out. And now let's see what we actually need. So we need the red matter, essentially, which is going to be 6 dark matter and 3 aether fuel. Okay, so we already have the aether fuel. Right there. We already have that dust and alchemical coal. So in order to make dark matter, it is 6 aether fuel for 1 and 3 havenite. So if we want to make 6 dark matter, which we do, of course, then we're going to need 6 times 3 is 18 havenite. And 6 times 6, we're going to need 36 of the aether fuel. Okay, so we definitely have enough havenite there, the 26, so that's cool. And then how much did I say? 6 times 6, we're going to need 36 of the aether fuel. I thought that there was a recipe. Oh, wait, maybe it's this. Aha. So we actually can make this stuff more efficiently. You can make the fuel blocks instead of just the individual fuel. So this takes 1, 2, 3, 4. So essentially 36 of the ether and coal in order to make non-aether fuel. And this takes 4 to make 1. So we're saving ourselves on the fractured alchemy stone, right? Because it's the same recipe, but we have to do it a whole hell of a lot less times if we do it, you know, using the big boy recipes, right? Because this only takes 4 of these as opposed to using, 36 for all of these? So yeah, this is the route we're going to go. So then we need 36, which means I need 4 blocks of the aether fuel. Basically, I'm going to ignore these 3 here and just say whatever with that. So So I need 4 of these blocks, which means I would need 4 times 4 is 16 of these and 16 of these. Okay. And then to get to the ethern coal, you need 4 alchemical coal. So if I need 16 ethern, then I'll need 64 alchemical coal. And if I need 64 alchemical coal, then I need 256 blocks of coal. That's a lot of coal. 256. There's no way we got that, right? We have 36. Oh, we're going to need some more coal. All right, where do I get coal from? Tiny coal, mini coal. We can also turn charcoal into coal. Interesting. Can I turn blocks of charcoal into blocks of coal? Block of coal. No, I don't think so. So for charcoal to coal, it is individual 1-to-1, which we're not going to do that because that's going to take a crap ton of those. However, we can take some charcoal and some kobold leather and turn it into coal. That's interesting. Coal dust. Where we get coal dust? Oh, okay. So, no. We haven't gotten into this yet. All right, so we need more coal. We have 36 blocks. I need 256. And honestly, this base little sifter over here does not produce all too much. And I'm not even sure if we have enough room for... Yeah, surely we do. 256, that's not too big, right? Let's see. We can store 512. Okay, so that's good. It's about half. That's fine, I suppose. Have these rebuilt yet? I did send a whole bunch of them into the system. Still working on it. All right, so I guess we are where we are with coal. I don't think I have any coal, like... Well, shit, I do have 189 coal ore. Maybe that just comes from mining and stuff. But if I'm going to break it down, I really need fortune. Okay, so let's take this out of here. Fortune. I wonder what it costs to get this. Diamonds and some lapis, not bad. Gold and some lapis, not bad. Iron and some lapis, not bad. All right, let's try and see if we can't make this. How much lapis do we have? Let me check on that. Lapis. I mean, it looks like enough. I hope it's enough. We need blocks, right? Blocks. 14. I should have saved what I was trying to make there. What is it? It's not laser IO. It's mining gadgets. There she is. All right, so can we make this? We need 2 blocks of iron. 1, 2. There's fortune 1. There's fortune 2. And we're out of lapis. How much? We're completely out of lapis? Lapis. No, I have 2 blocks. Okay, so we don't need too much more then. If I just need, what is it, 4 more blocks? 4 times 9, I just need 36. Is that right? It seems a little low, but I'm gonna trust my intuition and my math skills. There's that. This, that. Voila. All right, well that worked pretty perfectly, I'd say. We have fortune in here. Let's go somewhere we can be a little more destructive. And then we'll get to frying this stuff up like a little piece of spam. If you've never had spam before in your life, you're either A, missing out on it, or B, really lucky. I mean, it really just depends on your viewpoint on that. Those of you that don't know, spam is canned meat. Anytime you tell me about canned meat, I'm going to go ahead and tell you it's a big probable fuck no from me. You know, I used to be a really picky. Apparently, I'm a really bad stutterer. Anyways, I used to be a real picky eater, and so that that kind of plays a part in it. If you could imagine. I really don't want it taken down. Why are you? No, Chance, you silly goose, you. I'll tell you why it's doing it. Can I toggle? Yes, beautiful. Okay, so now we have fortune on. Let's break it back down. Now, there we go. We're getting a ton of coal. Yes, beautiful. What was I talking about? Something that was going to be a big F no for me. You know, I do not know. Oh well. Anyways, let's get this coal broke down. How much do we get? Couple stacks? Whoa, couple stacks. Okay. I feel good about that. Man, I really lost whatever tangent I was on. I was talking about feeding some kind of food, and I don't even know how I got there, honestly. So, yeah, if you guys remember the conversation I was having, or if you want to rewind a little bit, I guess that is also the beauty of having this video be pre-recorded. And, I mean, live streams can also be rewound now, so there's pretty much almost nothing in life that can't be rewound except for your actual life itself. I don't know whether you want to take that as meaningful or depressing or I don't know, you know. 82 blocks is what we got to. Still not even halfway there. Not even halfway. That being said, we do already have some aether fuel, so that's good. We do already have some alchemical coal. What does the alchemical coal go into? Just regular coal? So, I mean, we kind of... Hold on. Haven. No, okay, so we don't have the bigger coal. We can't just transform this back into regular coal. So then if I was to say that this is regular coal, it'd be essentially 4 times what it is. So it'd be 60 normal coal. 60 divided by 9 is, what, 6 blocks roughly? So we're still only at like 88 blocks of coal. So we still need quite a bit. We could go mining today. That's certainly not a shabby idea. Mining's always fun, right? Kinda. It's fun for a little bit. And I guess in that manner, we're going to go have fun for just a little bit. Let's move everything off from down here. Because I like to have my inventory be filled up when it can be. You know, it's just looks cool, feels good kind of thing. Oh. Let's say, why do I have 2 separate stacks of lanterns? One's stone and one is cobblestone. Distinct difference. Very, very distinct difference. So I kind of just want to start going down. Oh, snap. Wow, do you know how much I mined? And then it was just sitting right here. All right, and I used fortune. I don't know how many pieces were actually there, but I definitely should have used fortune on the other stuff that I just smelted from raw Havenite. Or not raw, you know what I mean, from the block. I just smelted it down. I'm only just now realizing that was a pretty big mistake because apparently this stuff can have the effects of fortune used upon it. Cool, good to know. I won't be mistaking that in the future. Any coal? Any coal? Look. Yeah. That's a cave. Think I will be avoiding you. See what you don't know about me. I don't do caves. Caves are for the peasants. I'll not be having any of that peasant shit here today, Mr. Cave. We're going to go this way. And yeah, I mean, I guess we're looking for more Havenite. The fact that we got 17 more makes me feel super comfortable as far as where we're currently at with life standings, general withholdings kind of stuff. I'm kind of just looking for the bottom of the world. Do 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 do. Really like getting the range upgrades on this thing, getting the efficiency upgrades, and then just tearing through the earth. Surprised I haven't found any cave system. That's just dry ice. And we're finally full up on items. We are indeed. Let's send the deep slate back, I guess. I'm gonna put all the ores in my inventory here. Okay. And again, yeah, see our laser, it's going down in energy. You can see it for a slight second, and then it's basically just being replenished back up immediately. Oh, free magma blocks. Don't mind if I do. Didn't really find too much more coal, though, did I? That was kind of what we were looking for. Oh. All right. Ah, bedrock. Fantastic. I was wondering when we would hit this. Now, technically what we should do is go up one layer. Mine everything from here. Okay. And we're full up on inventory again. Boop, 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 boop. And then send all this stuff back to the main system. Oh, not the ender pouch itself. That would be rather shitty. Deep slate coal. Oh, you know what? I think I've been seeing this stuff, and I thought it was the cosmic ore. Is this deep slate coal? Okay. All right. I see a game now. Yeah. There's some more. Okay. Getting the hang of it. Oh shit, that's a lot of lava. There you go, you can have that. That's cosmic. That's coal. Fuck yeah. Just a little bit over a stack though is not really what I would consider fantastic, so maybe we'll just keep on keeping on. Although, what is this stack? It's like 7 blocks. So if we were at 88 and we got 7 blocks, that puts us to, what is it, 95? Yeah, so that's going to take us quite a bit. But we also have coal being produced back at home as we're out doing this, right? Right. That's what you say. Right, Chance? Yes, you do. You do. Because we do. It's slow, but it's still being auto-produced, so, you know. Can't be too mad about production rate as long as there is some production. All right, 1, 2, 3. We got a couple stacks now. I said each stack was about, what, 7? 7 times 4 is 28. Wow, we have so much to go. And you know what would probably help me is if I take this dank and I throw some of this in there. There. Now we shouldn't be picking up as much random stuff. And really, I mean, for coal, we might not should be down this far, because you might find it in more abundance in higher layers where you don't have as many competing ores. It'd probably be faster to mine because deep slate, of course, has a stronger resistance than cobblestone. But there's something about going down to the bottom of the world and saying, nah, this is my spot. This is my jam. And this is where I shall remain. I don't know about if y'all do that, but that is something that I do pretty regularly, where it's like I just want to be on the bottom of the world when I'm on. I don't know why. Just feels more appropriate. All right. Making good progress though, right? Yeah, that's another 2.5 stacks. We're gonna have this in no time at all. And you know what? I'm not even upset that we're taking a pretty full in mining day, because I feel like we've earned it. We've done a lot of big, hard, heavy progress kind of stuff. Let's sit back and just twiddle our thumbs a little bit. Let's just mine, you know? What's the first word in Minecraft? It's mine. Anyways, y'all know me. If I'm given an objective, and if I'm given an objective or a task, and I have the mental capacity to ramble whilst doing said task, well, I'm probably gonna ramble. Hold on, lava, before you try to swallow me whole, bro. I just need some coal. Just need some coal. And again, we are doing excelente on the goal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 7, 63 bad boys added. 63 to 88, it's 140 something. Wow, we're still so very far away. This may be the kind of thing we do actually indeed have to come back to. Or I may have to do a little bit more off camera. But I mean, hey, 140 from being at 88 is not shabby, as far as like, I could probably take another hour or so, you know, just mining through this shit and get us to where we need to be. That being said, I think we're probably going to go ahead and go back to the base and work with what we got. And we'll see kind of what happens. So, where's my Tim pad? Tim pad, where are you? There it is. It's recharging. It says it still has another 17 seconds on it. That's perfectly fine. Let's just go mine some fluorite, I guess. Oh, is that more Havenite? Let's go. It is indeed. Fantastic. I don't know what else I need it for, but the fact that I needed it for this is enough to make me happy in the fact that I found it. All right, let's get on back home. First, let's name this mine 3. Shoot. Fantastic. Okay. So we can throw all of this in here now. And I suppose we can throw all of this. We are going to need to upgrade our inventory soon. Which, by that I mean that I would like to go into refined storage soon. Or, well, we do also have applied energistics in this mod pack. Would I prefer to go with applied energistics? I mean, look, I'm just gonna be real with you. Applied energistics is easier. Rarely do I get to the point where I'm like, oh shucks, I knew I should have chose to, you know, or not applied energistics. Refined storage, it's easier, okay? I've yet to ever get to a point where I was like, I need to have applied energistics because the complexity of it gives me more. You know what I mean? It's like, oh no, if I needed to use applied energistics, it's because there's a certain mod that only worked with applied energistics. I don't know what these coin pouches are for. I like the currency. It looks really cool, but I've not seen any use case scenario. So, yeah. Anyways, let's check and see how much coal we are at if I was keeping a good rough estimate. And yeah, I think so, 163. And that means that it's really not going to take that much more to finish that thing out. Perhaps this would be a good time for us to actually take a look at the coal seeds and all that. So in order to get them, we would need an alchemical chamber. And how do you make said alchemical chamber? Asphalt bricks, havenite, asphalt bricks. I mean, that doesn't seem that shabby at all. Can we make some asphalt? It needs something in the middle here. Oh, we've already made asphalt. Sand and gravel. How much asphalt do we have then? At Haven, not a ton. Okay. Now that I see it, it does kind of bring back memories of throwing it together. But honestly, it's been kind of a longer week for me outside of Minecraft, if you'd believe it or not, you know. So maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just having a long week and I'm being a little forgetful with stuff because I do feel like I'm missing something and I can't quite place my finger on it. There we go. All right, so plenty of asphalt. And then to get this, we need alchemy dust. So I'll need some more high stuff too. All right, alchemy dust. I don't remember how much I needed. Was it just one? Yeah, just one. And Havenite. Havenite, where are you? I thought I'd already put it back in the system. Is it in my backpack? That's in my backpack. All right. Alchemical chamber is a go-go. I'm going to need to make a new area for dealing with this stuff. All right, so this does require some FE coal seeds. Put in pretty much whatever dirt we want to. It does change a little bit, but I ain't going to worry about it too much. Okay, so in order to make this, we need Essentia Spirit Block, Alchemy Dust, Seeds, Wheat Seeds specifically, and blocks of coal. So this is probably what I'm going to struggle on the most is the Essentia Spirit. Let's go see how much we have in here. 20. I need how many blocks? 4? That's 36. I mean, honestly, that's not too shabby. So can I get more seeds from this anyhow? Essentia seeds. Essence shards. Okay, let's go check this out. La di di da di da di da. Oh wait, does it have to? I guess it doesn't have to have the green stuff there. But if I wanted to use the green stuff there, can I? Shit. Like that. Okay, so that does work. Can I use these in botany pots, I guess is the next question. Let's see. This. You can. Fantastic. Man, why did I not set that up sooner? Honestly, probably the silliest person alive. Let's take the bell peppers out. I ain't gonna lie to you, I just don't know that it's necessarily needed. Can I right click this stuff onto here? Shift right click it? Right. No? Okay. Worth a try. Could I possibly take this out of here and then combine it up top to do it? No? Okay. Again, worth a try. Let's throw that in there. That's all fine. And this should still output perfectly normal. Looks like it's going to. Okay. Bye-bye bell peppers. Hello, Essentia. Right? Damn, still growing. So we'll probably still just be better off making what we need for right now just in the ground. That gave us 4. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. All right, let's take our seeds. How much of this stuff did I say I needed? It was like 36 or something. We have 37. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 4 blocks of coal. Coal. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need wheat seeds and alchemy dust. Wheat seeds and alchemy dust. Awesome. Now, I think it's back up top. Up. Up. Do I have any gates on me? Any gates? It's a hardened gate. Use that. Okay. Cool. It's being charged. Let's do block of coal. This stuff. That. And that. Right? Looks like it's working. Little blue bars filling up. Bam. Coal seeds. Fantastic. And can we use these in botany pots? We can. Oh, goodness. Resource generation just got easier. Not gonna lie, I probably should have done this sooner as well. All right, hops, goodbye. We already have a ton of you. I don't think I'll be needing more. So the coal seeds on there, do they grow? Yes, they are. Fuck yeah. Well, that's exciting for me. I mean, you take it however you want to. But I'm excited about that because it means that I can just get a whole lot of botany pots and a whole lot of resources, which I'll certainly take. Now, we are still about 100 away from our coal goal. I like it. But that being said, these make 8 pieces of coal, so it's not too shabby. Not too shabby. All right. I think that might be where we call it for us here on today, because I don't really know what I like. Now I just need to get the coal, and we need to sort of, you know, progress. We need to get closer towards the alchemy stone and so on and so forth. I've been really enjoying this mod pack. I've not really been following the quest. Actually, you know what? That's one thing we can do. Let's put this down here and let's give ourselves a big old pat on the back. Claim all rewards. So much stuff. So much stuff that I now have to organize. Potato crate, phantom membrane's pretty dope, if I do say so myself. A lot of create stuff. Goodness gracious. Okay. All right, that looks like it's everything, sort of, kind of ish. Yeah, can't fit it all. Oh, rich soil. How fast is this growing? 1.1? I don't actually know if that's any better, but if it is, it can't be too much better, right? All right, so nothing of too high value, like the normal chest, just kind of a whole bunch of hoopla there. But that's good. And then next time, also, I think I want to get into refined storage. So we're going to need to smelt some nether quartz. And of course, you get nether quartz from sifting soul sand. So this is kind of one of the reasons why we've been using this. 40% chance for quartz dust. And yeah, that's how we're going to try and get into some refined storage, because that's more than likely what I'll go. If you have any really good, compelling cases for Applied Energistics 2, leave them below. And yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you, the fact that server lag exists with refined storage more so than Applied Energistics 2 doesn't affect me. It doesn't, you know? I'm not playing on a server. And if I ever do, I'll keep it in mind. So, thanks everybody for watching. I hope you did enjoy. We do have more stuff coming out in the future. I'm looking forward to doing some more mod tutorials on the All the Mod series, because I think there's a lot of cool mods in there that people maybe just don't know about, haven't ever seen, and maybe they're a little trepidatious to get into. But hopefully with the right tutorial and with the right smooth pig, they'll be able to bypass that fear and try and enjoy some really rather new and nuanced mods. And same goes to you. If you see my All the Mods tutorial series and you're like, well, I'm not really playing all the mods, but I've never heard of this mod, feel free to jump into it and sort of see what it's all about. So that way you know, do I like it? Do I dislike it? Yada, yada, yada. Anyways, thanks again, everybody. Hope you do have a great rest of your day there. Be sure to leave a like down on the video if you did enjoy. Comment in the comment section if you have any tips, tricks, tidbits, or extra bits of advice that may help me or anyone else. Feel free to ask any questions that you may have, and of course, I will try my hardest to get back to each and every question, or in general, most comments that are posted. I try to at least leave you a little like to say, hey, I saw you, I read you. Subscribe if you're new here. You want to see more awesome content from yours truly. Share it out with friends, family, strangers down the street, and random people you might meet. As per the usual, I do hope you all stay safe, stay awesome, and stay crafting. Until next time, you beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people. Peace out.